save it and do anything with it.
Yeah, it's not. Alright, quick play.
Alright, this is Metal Helmet and Fishman 420.
That it is, folks. That it is.
And we're going to watch Chad himself out here. Is this that same breeze we were watching yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is final two tables, I guess. Yeah.
This might be fun. No, this is probably final two tables.
Yeah. Fine with the opener, I reckon.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Aggro has the little fish these days. Definitely like a C-bet here. There's a ton of cards you can barrel to.
Yeah. Right. Wouldn't expect to get check raised here much either.
Yeah, I wouldn't at all. Very weird if you did.
What is he copying Pad's?
Dang,
Isn't that Pad's avatar?
something similar. Good light out there.
So been a sexy hand to defend, but alright, pretty uneventful.
Yeah, it's pretty fun stuff so far.
Poker's I could go either way on this one.
What? Flatting and three betting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's been pretty aggro though, so
I mean, he's got 50 bigs. I do like going big. I like that sizing.
It's just not great when you get four bet. You're just in a weird spot. And you just gotta peel a four bet, which kind of sucks a little bit.
Eh.
You really want to get this in? I mean, this guy's got aggro numbers, and Chris has been playing pretty wild, so I guess it'd be if I'm ever gonna do it, now's the time. But for this many bigs, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely get him to get in worse pairs and ace kings and stuff. But I mean,
Here's a
just
spot I
like
check back here a lot.
yeah, I think I check back too, unless like you just really have to be like yeah. I mean, you just have to be like. It's just so you're just gonna have to barrel. Like, you're just bluffing here. You're not. I mean, you're just gonna have to get him off like ace queen or like king queen. It shouldn't be that hard to get him off king queen, I guess. But
Yeah, this is just a spot where he's never gonna fold better.
yeah, you're gonna have to always bet two or three streets here at least.
That's a really good point because I feel like betting here kind of protects. You could talk about protecting, but you're never really protecting against anything that can really. There's no real hurtful turns for us
So
that improve his range. That he's
yeah, I think I always just check back here. Basically, just almost giving up. It just feels a little weak, but like this board just
yeah. I mean, yeah, you open him up to like try and barrel. Like he's gonna probably barrel like queen ten suited here and stuff.
yeah.
Some spades that you're gonna. But yeah.
I don't know what's best there. It should be trying to get him to fold ace queen or I mean, I just don't know.
I mean, you could. The triple barrel's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
out of the question here.
We have a huge range advantage against this guy. Like, he doesn't have any nuts. He doesn't have ace king. Maybe he has threes that he peels with. That's like the only thing.
Yeah. But even threes, I don't know. If he has threes, he has threes. Yeah, I think it's either if you're gonna bet flop, you have to triple barrel.
Yeah, I agree.
If not, I think I just checked back.
Yeah.
'Cause I wouldn't expect him to like turn like any worse pairs into bluffs against us. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good approach. I do this too, like out of position especially, when I just don't know what to do. Out of position, what's your play? Because I find that myself in this spot a lot.
Three bet the small blind and he flatted the button.
Yeah, you're here with like queens or jacks, basically the same hand at this point.
I mean, I feel like in game I just give up a ton, but I think like, that's the one thing. Like when Sam posted earlier, what's the thing you need to work on the most? Just like when we have these range advantages like this, we just need to attack. Like it sucks. We're gonna get called down. We're gonna get owned. We're gonna own ourselves sometimes, but like I think in the long run we're gonna make more money just attacking his weak ranges and just putting into a test with ace queen with one pair. Like is he really gonna be able to call us all the way down? Like no. Like I don't think so. A ton of the time.
Yeah, I think this is a huge leak of mine. Is like if this was out of position, a lot of times I would bet give up, and I think
Yeah.
that's just the worst.
Yeah, that's gotta be bad. Like you just have to be losing money doing that. I think just check folding has to be way better than betting once, giving up.
Yeah, betting once just you're not gonna get him to fold anything.
I mean like only hands you get him to fold are hands you're already ahead of. Queen 10 or queen jack, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Jack hardly ever, but
I think this is fun. I'm just gonna start blasting off on.
yeah.
Honestly, it seems like the best route.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
Because you check back and then he bets into the turn and he makes it like a cute size like 13 and you're like, God, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you just gotta blast it, I guess.
Yeah, but I do. I think the decision's right here on the flop.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can,
And like
there's nothing wrong with just checking back and just.
it feels like a little too weak. Like I mean that's what I always do, but like I think that's what I'm the worst at. Is like I just give up too easily post when I can. Like when I do have the range advantage, I think you just gotta.
Yeah,
try to
what do
make
we?
the most of it.
I think he's pretty much capped at like you said threes and then like ace queen,
Yeah, for sure.
and we still have ace king, ace queen, aces, kings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't hate just triple barreling here.
And we have all like draws that we can rep too.
I wouldn't even say I don't hate it. I would actually love it.
Yeah.
I think that's something I don't do enough too.
Not nearly enough.
I always get pissed in these spots. Like I three bet queens pre, and then the flop comes like a king, and I'm just like, oh fuck, what do I do?
Well, that's different. Like if it comes king 8-4 and you have queens, I'm fine. I'm just checking back and like catching once and then.
Fantasy Pros this week. First of all, Jordy and AJ are 2-4. Rashad and Bernard are 9-12.
Wow.
We're alright.
Sick. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with just a fold there. I mean, pre-Annie's and like the hot 75. I don't think anybody's getting way out of line
I
there.
don't think so at all. It's a pretty hand though.
Mhm.
Chris and where are the lights? Cool man.
Oh, this is the
Yeah,
fountain.
I guess it is.
What else is he? I can open that and fold to big blind. Is he taking notes to himself?
He's like writing to us while we're watching the recording. Unbelievable. Planning out his.
Oh wow, Chris, you gotta stop recording if it's that far in your head. You can't be like writing notes to us in hindsight. Focus up, man.
Nice lump here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to go that big. I think it's fine. These are deep, but you got position. You got a strong hand. You got chip lead. I guess it's a good time to go bigger.
I like going 3x. And I like keeping it consistent too.
Yeah.
I noticed the other day I was getting tells off guys like when I was planning on like limp shoving.
Yeah.
I got away from it a couple times because guys would just make it these weird enticing numbers.
I feel like
I just had to make like some soul read folds a
I don't
few
know.
times.
I honestly feel like people are weaker when they get smaller, but like if somebody goes like 3 or 4x, like I'm just like fuck, he just has ace queen here, like I don't know. He just like you guys just check down.
C bet, check, which is fine. Here's a spot where I think I'd love a limp.
Yeah, but normally I would, but I think in a final table, when you can apply way more ICM pressure, I think raising and taking it, I think I do that a lot more, like, in the end game. Like, if it's mid-stage of a turn, I'm limping here all the time, but I think at this final table with how these stacks are, I think I'll probably raise there. Just because he's going to fold so much more than he would in the mid-stage of the turn.
That's a good point. And especially if we don't think, if ICM's gonna make him 3-bet us a ton less.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. You can see that.
Oh, don't
You
fold
gotta
queen
open
jack
that.
suited. Net
He
life.
just made another nitty fold over here too. I missed it, but it was not as nitty, but it was like a suited 9, 8, 8, 9 or something. I love the raise call here.
Against that hand until it turns to J.
Yeah, you hate the jack on the river. You hate
I
it.
love it. Yeah, 6 stack. How many chips do you have?
I love this bird. That breeze.
Must be nice.
Oh, maybe the best bird all day.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And I got banned for no fucking reason.
That is, man.
I wish Sam and Reed would let me multi-account on Stevie P's account.
They
Or
still
shit,
don't
even
do it.
Reed's account while he's in the States.
I love a 3-bet here.
Oh, yeah, I definitely do. It's sexy.
Go big, like make it
Yeah,
16.
this guy's fishy too. You can easily call him off. Definitely go way bigger than that though.
I'm not calling though.
You have to call this guy.
No.
Well, you don't have to. Yeah, I guess you don't. It's gonna be close.
I'd expect him to flat way more than I expect him to shove.
Oh yeah, but I just don't think he's ever flatting strong when he's playing 35-21. I just think he has so much like king 10 suited and shit that he's just like, oh.
Here's the spot too. I think I
missed
would
that.
raise. He limped into us again. We have queen 6 off. It's just,
Oh yeah, definitely ice. I'm ice on literally 100% there. 7-2 off aces and.
plus, it just sets up this dynamic. This would be a really easy 3-bet get it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I just.
I think it still is, but
I think when it's checked to you like that, I think it's just like unless you have a hand like a queen jack suited like where it sucks to get limp shoved on, then I can see checking sometimes. But like, if like the top and bottom of your range, I think it's an auto ISO.
that is a good point. But do you think? I think you still have to ISO those hands.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
If
think
you're
it's-
not ISOing just
Yeah.
for the times that they're gonna check.
Yeah, I mean, I think I usually always do. It just it feels like you wasted a little time. Like the same reason we don't like 3-bet queen jack suited sometimes in position. We just flat, but like, 'cause you don't want to like get 4-bet. But you're just gonna get 4-bet so rarely. Like, yeah,
That's what I mean. Yeah, it sucks when it happens. Like it sucks for
Yeah.
tilt factor and stuff, but I think you're losing more money.
yeah, I agree. It's a little marginal 2.5x. It's probably okay to defend.
Yeah. I wouldn't even need a squeeze.
Yeah. I mean,
If
it's
you're
just-
deeper, I would
yeah,
love to squeeze there.
definitely, I'd like it deeper for sure.
Sort of the king 9 suited. Right
Yeah,
in the
man.
balance.
GG and the big one or 9 now.
Unlucky. Oh, what do you do? See, people get weird when they get a hand. They change
Yeah.
up their numbers. Like,
Yeah.
wow, why?
See,
dude?
that's what I was saying. Like when people do this, I'm like, wait, if you go smaller, like I don't know. It's definitely very playable.
The one time I thought it, and I was right. He ended up having queens, and I didn't go with it. And then since then, I've always been making. He made it like 2.5. It was like just a weird number. Like if he had any
Yeah.
kind of like hand, he wouldn't want me to see.
I think I'm
It
gonna.
was too enticing. Like he didn't care if I flatted. It was like
Yeah.
one of those spots. I don't know.
I think here, pause it right here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's just awkward with these stacks. Like I feel like feel like we just have the best hand so much still. I think we just need to bet here.
Well, let's think of. It's kind of hard to make a case for him having many queens.
Yeah, I mean, if he has queen 5 or queen 6 or queen 7, whatever, but. I mean,
I mean, what is it like? Does he really just limp call ace queen here?
I don't know. He has to just limp shove that. Like, he just doesn't have
Even
ace
like king queen. I don't think he like flats queen jack on the flop. I don't think he flats.
I don't think so either.
So I think his range is a lot of like ace highs.
Ace highs and, like, just.
Like he could definitely like ace 4, ace 5, ace 6, ace 7.
Yeah, maybe even, like, like a 7-9 suited or, like, a, maybe, like,
I mean, he definitely has
some
two
small
pairs.
suited connectors, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he has
Never
enough
even-
that I think I like just bet calling here. So we're always gonna have equity against.
Yeah, so you're saying you do like bet calling?
I think I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I do too. Just because you have the best hand so much and you don't want to let him, like. Your hand's a little vulnerable, but. You just can't. I don't think you can give him a free card here. I just don't think it's worth it. I think you just gotta bet and then call.
You can make it. You can make a claim for checking back and then bluff catching on rivers,
Yeah.
or not even bluff catching. I mean, you could still be value betting like ace sevens and stuff.
Right.
Just keep the pot small.
Yeah, that's true too. It's definitely a weird spot. It's one that you don't really see too often. The stacks are just kind of weird.
But I think we're just so far out of his range here that I think we should bet.
Yeah, I think I like betting. I mean, that was my first instinct, but
Yeah.
I don't think checking.
The queen seems like a scary card, but if you think about it, it's really not.
It's really not. Yeah, like an ace would be not a great. Well,
No, ace would be a bad card.
He's limp showing a lot of his aces there. Like, I don't know.
He is. I mean, yeah. What do we make it like 12? We 4x'd it to.
I don't know what he has here. It's weird. Like, man, maybe he does have some queen.
I mean, he definitely has like 5
Well,
sevens,
it's like queen
5
jack of
6.
diamonds there or something. Like,
That'd be terrible.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how this guy is. I mean, Chris has been pretty active. He's probably not going to give him very much credit on. And Chris, he might think that Chris is the type to just like bet once and give up. So if he thinks Chris is good, he's so short. I don't know. It's a weird spot.
I don't think it is. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I just don't. It's really hard for me to sign a range of this guy.
But it is one of those things. Like, does he have more ace X pairs combos, or does I mean, obviously he has like some 7/8s, some 6/7s, some 5/6s, 7/5s. Does he have more of the two pair? Well, obviously he has less two pair combos than he has.
He definitely can have some like 9-10 of spades, those type of hands too.
Yeah, I'd be pretty fine with either way.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty fine with either way.
Yeah.
But I do think betting is probably better,
Yeah.
just
Agree.
marginally.
Yeah.
If I do bet though, I'm betting small. I think
Yeah, definitely gonna bet him small. At least try to induce him to.
I bet like 21. I don't like that card. Nice check back. That's interesting. So yeah, I mean, we didn't even. That's like one of the only hands I think that makes sense. That hits the queen. Maybe queen 8 suited even. He's playing.
It's just pretty hard for him to have that. Oh well, unlucky bum.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way he played it though.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think you can bet small on the turn. You don't have to bet half pot there. So you're just not accomplishing very much by doing that. I don't think. I just don't think. I just think smaller bet sizing's gotta be better.
I like it here.
Yeah, I like it too.
I would raise if I was going to continue.
Yeah. I mean, I think call is better than fold. I definitely think 3-bet's the best option, just with how the stacks are.
I mean, whatever you can do to get in there and hit a straight.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
If that
I watched a CB444 video where he was taking all of these hands and just refusing to flat them out of position,
Really?
and I loved it. It was the same one where he's just hammering the idea of like what we were talking about when people went blind versus blind,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
constantly making your
A couple
ranges,
months ago.
constantly making your ranges as strong as possible in
Yeah.
every position,
I love that.
leaving yourself with as many options post flop as you can.
Oh yeah.
What happened here? He checked and this guy bet.
Yeah, he by like 15 and a 20. Like, just,
I
go,
think
go
I
back
like.
to rewind it a little bit.
I think I like shoving here, but
Yeah, I think I like shoving the turn game for sure. Flop is interesting though. See, I mean, I think I just get it in here, honestly. He's just not bluffing here, ever. I just don't think he's ever bluffing here.
it is one of those things where yeah, there's merit to letting him to continue bluff, but at the same time, there's so many scare cards that could
Yeah.
just shut down
Who,
all
like,
of those.
who just randomly bluffs this board after defending in 3 ways and then leading, like, when he doesn't have the lead? Like, I just think he's never, I literally think he's folding here maybe like 2% of the time to a shove.
Yeah, like make a case for just flatting here. Like it's kind of hard.
You're just gonna. I just think only bad things can like just cards that kill your action on the turn, cards that beat you on the turn. I mean, yeah, those cards are gonna beat you either way if you get it in here, but just I'm more worried about getting my action killed. Like if he has Queen Jack here, and like comes like a 10 on the turn,
Like ten of diamonds peels
yeah,
off.
Yeah, it's just like just so many like card. Yeah, I think I just like get it in here. You can just like click it back on him or shove or do anything here.
I think I'd rather shove, but
I mean, it's, yeah, I think just get, like he's just not folding to whatever you do, so I don't think it matters. Just with his sizing, I just don't think anybody's ever bluffing here.
it depends on the opponent. Cause shoving definitely makes us look a lot weaker.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to scare off a guy like if he's got like Jack 10 here. I think he's more likely to get it in if we just click it back on him.
Yeah.
But
It's just such a.
I don't think he leads Jack 10 either.
I don't think he does.
I think his range is more like maybe Jack 10 of
Yeah,
diamonds,
Jack 10 diamonds is definitely a hand he has in time.
Queen Jack, Jack
I
8.
just think he has like Jack 8s, Queen 8s, Queen Jacks, and then like like whatever flush draws and
Yeah, like King 10 of diamonds,
just
King
kinda
9.
just get it in.
I think I like shoving here too.
Little fish would hit the 4 spades in the turn here.
Yeah, I think not shoving here is pretty lighting a lot of money on the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, hit the timeout.
Shove, little fish.
I don't know the action on this Queen Jack, but can't
I
really
don't
see
see
it
it either.
giving up 4 ways. God, is this guy really gonna fold? He's gonna make me sound retarded.
I mean, if he does, it's whatever. Hold it up. Oops. That's where it is. You showed me that. I never knew I had that little
Yeah.
taskbar thing. Wow, this guy.
It's fold. 6, 7.
Yeah, this is, you're playing right in this guy's hands. You just threw that back to back.
It's not
I think
this-
we're always gonna get shoved on here.
No, don't do it. Keep the net inside of you. I can't. Every time I say that, I'm wrong. Chris is always right.
This just
so.
feels game flow wise. I just think this guy has it every time.
Yeah. We've been wrong every time, though.
That's true.
Not this time.
Like a guy like that, he's been just quiet for too long. He
Yeah.
finally picked a 3-bet spot. He don't,
Yeah,
guys
he's
like
out
that
of
don't bang
position,
bang.
too.
They don't bang bang 3-bets. I love his quick folding here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Probably
not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because we are trying to be the aggressor. But
Yeah.
in spots where it looks like I'm a nit though, or where I am playing nitty,
Yeah.
I love snap folding with 3 or 4 bets and
Yeah.
stuff.
See, like, this is a time where, like, oh my, this guy's just shown the limp call. I don't even know limp shove, so I think it's great against this guy, but
Yeah.
he's too deep to really limp shove, so yeah. I said for show. I'm gonna be barreling here a lot,
Yeah.
certain turns. hands. If it comes like another 3, I'm just done. But
What are you doing? That. I almost wanted to check just to see what kind of sexy turns it could get. It's like, fuck, this guy's gonna fold all the time. I think I like just shoving.
yeah, I think so too. Should ICM? It's gonna make money. Like Chippy V, it's not making money, but ICM is making money. Even though he is the clear short stack, like you have a lot less fold equity, so it's not as great.
Yeah.
But I think I mean if I'm gonna not shove, I think I'll just limp instead of min raise.
Limp over raise.
Wait, what?
Limp over
Yeah, I
raise.
think I would. I don't know if that's good, but I mean, I think that would be what I would normally do. I mean, I've been doing that a lot. Just because I just feel like he's gonna call your min raise a lot, but he's not gonna shove over you very much, and you can just win with like a really small c bet a lot. So I don't know. It's hard to tell what's better there.
Typically, I'd say this is a wide open, but everybody just seems to be playing pretty passive.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just keep.
So wait, is Chris the cutoff?
He's cut off, yeah. He loves his numbers.
This is not the greatest board.
These are spots. I hate barreling when my barrel bluff range is so wide.
Yeah. I mean, and like this, like he should have a decent piece of this board too. I mean, I don't know. This guy's defending a ton. He can have anything here.
There should be like an equation to like. Well, I guess what I'm saying is like our bluff range is so wide,
Yeah.
and yet our get there range is so minuscule
Yeah.
that there's a point where like obviously if we had 2 spades here, we'd always be bluffing,
Yeah.
and then we would try and rep that smaller range where we just had a 5. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when our range, our get there range is so small compared to what our overall bluff range could be.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I know where you're going. It's like it's hard to quantify. Like, I don't know.
Although you could say the exact opposite because you could be semi bluffing and then still rep like all diamonds and all
Yeah, like you
spades
can
on the
just-
river.
You can rep everything. It's like, but he just has like, I mean, this guy's been pretty like he doesn't necessarily have that much of this when he check calls flop. Like he can have anything. He can have queen jack, or he can have, 7, 8, or whatever. Like,
So you like continue varying
I
here
think I do.
because it's gonna be really easy on this board for him to look us up like
Yeah, it is.
come river time.
But then again, he's the third. Like ICM is pretty. I mean, this is a small. Oh no, this is the breeze. I thought it was just that small 22. So yeah, he's gonna be definitely playing a lot tighter with page jumps. 'Cause 4th to 3rd is pretty big. So
Yeah,
in those tourneys anyway.
and it goes back to he's pretty capped too. Like
Yeah. And he's gonna raise a decent amount of his combo draws on the flop, or like sets and shit. So I don't think he's like trapping that much, but
it could be, but
yeah,
I think I think most guys would raise most of their sets here.
I think he just has a pretty wide range here. We can just get him to fold a ton of hands by barreling here. But he's also gonna call a lot. We can also improve and bluff rivers, so I think I like that.
Okay.
Cause I know like a lot. Like I've always, I would check back here a lot, just cause I've been more of a too pussy post. But that's one thing. Like I gotta just keep. It sucks.
It's a bad river.
Yeah, I think I'd probably just give up on this exact river. Like he can have some draws that miss too, which sucks. But like, I don't know.
It's so hard for us, our story, to keep making sense after that
Yeah,
river.
it is. Yeah, like you give up. I think. I mean, it's easy to say now when you see his hand, but it's just a terrible river.
Yeah.
Barrel.
Yeah.
I think we can shower it. Minutes. What's the last hand? Check it out.
Does he end up winning this?
Second, I think. Wanna wrap it up?
Yeah, I guess. How long has it been? It's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Since I've been trying.